Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. Throughout this episode, like every other, we're going to be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Rating Battle ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent to this season's VGC 2017 rule set. So, we saw yesterday that we'd made a few more tweaks to the team, and I did a review video on that, and we had a couple of episodes with it yesterday. So they went alright. We didn't have a great start with the team, but we had a nice game to finish off the episode. So we're just going to jump straight onto the battle spot ladder now and hopefully find some opponents quite quickly, and hopefully, guys, we'll provide you with some great games today. I've still got a few reserves about the team and the review videos. I feel like there's a part of me that's kind of really rushed into making changes and not really more wanting to get videos out for you guys and just test new ideas on the channel, so there's fresh content for you and you're not seeing the same things as everyone else, because you've got Aaron, you've got Wolfie, you've got Marcus, you've got James Beck, you've got Baz, and there's a flurry of other people that are doing really kind of more teams that you're likely to see at tournaments, and I kind of want to just try different ideas away from the norm and things like that, and I think that's what I'm trying to do. So we will get there in the end with the videos and the team. So what we'll do, we'll just keep on playing through and see how we get, and we can do those review videos every 3 days, every week, once every week. That would be ideal. But anyway, without whittling on anymore, we've got our first opponent from Japan, and they are running a team of Ninetales, Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Garchomp, Tapu Koko, and Kartana. So quite standardish looking team. It doesn't look like he's got much speed control in there. He obviously has the Tapu Koko that's going to be putting a lot of pressure on speed-wise. Majority of my team, he's got the Arcanine with the Intimidate, and he's got the Alola Ninetales. That potentially might have some speed control in Icy Wind. So we better get to it and pick our Pokemon. So I think I might lead... 20 seconds is not long. I think I'm going to lead Aerodactyl, Garchomp. I am going to bring my Tapu Bulu, and I think I'm going to bring my Arcanine as well. And we'll lock in with that and see how we get on with the selections. We didn't have a lot of time there. The Ninetales might have been nice to pick, but he does have the Kartana, he does have the Arcanine, the Tapu Koko is going to be outspeeding it, so he just needs to kind of break the sash, and then Tapu Koko is going to be threatening it quite a lot. So hopefully with Tapu Bulu and our own Garchomp and the Intimidate from Ninetales, we kind of got enough in the tank to maneuver around and deal with the Garchomp, but we see what happens. So we'll see. I'm going to lead off with Aerodactyl and Garchomp, and my opponent is going to lead off with Ninetales and Garchomp. So we're going to see the hail come out straight away onto the field, and let's wonder, what are we really threatened by here? Now I do have the option to go for the Z Stone Edge into the Ninetales and Earthquake as well for my Garchomp. I'm tempted just to go for the straight Stone Edge, to be honest, not to waste the Z move this early on in the match, but I don't want it to miss, and I really want to get rid of that Ninetales, because it's putting a lot of pressure onto my Garchomp at this point, but I'm running Scarf Garchomp, so we'll be able to get the Earthquake off before the Ninetales, so I should break that sash, and then the Z Stone Edge should pick up the KO onto the Ninetales. So I think that's what I've locked into, and we'll see what my opponent goes for. My opponent does withdraw the Garchomp and brings in the Kartana. We will get the Earthquake off first before that Ninetales, so we'll do a good bit of damage on the Ninetales here, I would imagine. Break the sash, that's the most important thing, and we're not taking any... Oh, no, we didn't click the Z move. Oh, Oh, oh man, that is not ideal. Okay, so this is why I wanted to press the Z move. So this is a perfect example for actually paying attention when you're clicking the buttons in. Because if I clicked the Z move there, we would have taken the Ninetales out and we would have been in a really good position going forward in the match. So I'm going to have to adjust to that now. I think I'm going to bring in my Arcanine. I'll get an Intimidate off onto the Kartana, and I am putting pressure onto the Ninetales. Need to pay attention. That's a lesson there, kids. Damn. It's funny. The one thing I said I was using the Z move for, and it actually happens. Stun Edge accuracy isn't the best. Okay, so what can we do now? Our Aerodactyl's still outspeeding everything. We are putting a lot of pressure onto the Ninetales and the Kartana with our Arcanine. I wonder if it's worth setting a Tailwind up, to be honest, with my Aerodactyl here. And I think I might have to just do that. I think I'm going to sack my Aerodactyl, set up a Tailwind, and I'm going to Flare Blitz into the Kartana. Yeah, we'll go for that. I was just hesitating there because is it worth taking out the Ninetales because of the Aurora Veil, but it ends up not mattering too much now, so that's alright. We're going to get the Tailwind off with our... We're not. I'll retract that. This is Scarf Kartana, so I wasn't expecting that at all. So... the Kartana picks a K up onto my Aerodactyl, unfortunately. But we will get the Flare Blitz off onto it and pick up the KO onto Kartana. So we've got our Tapu Bulu to bring in here. We're not in a Tailwind. Obviously that Garchomp probably does have the Tectonic Rage, which is going to threaten my Arcanine very heavily. So, and we don't have Protect on Arcanine either, which isn't ideal. So we're not in the best of positions at all. And I think that first misclick turn 1 has really put us on the back foot going into the rest of the match. Because if we'd taken that Ninetales out turn 1, we would have still had our Garchomp on the field, and it's still, yeah, so it doesn't matter anyway. And the Earthquake obviously did 50% to the Kartana. We probably wouldn't be outspeeding the Kartana the next turn, but and we may have lost our Aerodactyl that next turn, but ifs and buts don't win matches. So what are we going to do here? I think... I don't think there's really any avoiding the... I'm going to Wood Hammer into the Ninetales, and I'm going to... I guess Flare Blitz into the Ninetales. I expect my Garchomp to go down here to Tectonic Rage, and I don't think there's really a lot I can do to kind of adjust around that. I don't carry Protect on my Arcanine, unfortunately, so I can't really protect against it to nerf it. My opponent switches out his Ninetales, brings in the Tapu Koko, and here comes the Tectonic Rage from the Garchomp. So I expect my Garchomp to go down here. We will get a Hammer Arm off onto the Tapu Koko. I wouldn't have thought it would pick up the KO, and now it's not in the grassy terrain. It's kind of annoying when you do make a mistake like that at the start of a game, because you never know how the actual game would have panned out if you'd be done what you thought you were kind of clicking into. But as I say, ifs and buts don't matter. So the Arcanine goes down to the Tectonic Rage. We get a Wood Hammer off onto the Tapu Koko. It isn't enough, unfortunately, to take it out, but it does go down to the residual hail damage. We don't have the grassy terrain on the field any longer, and I would presume that, well, I presume that the Garchomp has Poison Jab, which will pick up the KO onto the Tapu Bulu, but obviously he has still got the Ninetales, which can come in and just Blizzard, and that should be enough to pick up the win for my opponent, which is really unfortunate. So Not really much I can do. I'll just lock into a wood hammer, but as I say, my opponent's going to add speed with both of his Pokemon and pick up the win here. Do see the Aurora Veil come up from the Ninetales. And the Garchomp has the Poison Jab, so this will pick up the kill. Good games to my opponent though. Taking advantage of my mistakes there, so never mind, it's just one of those things. We'll go into game 2 and hopefully pick up a bit better in this match than we did in that one. Just a bit unfortunate. Right, so also guys, it would be nice to if you've got any comments about the changes that we've made to the team and stuff like that from the review videos, and you've got anything that you would like to see being used on these episodes, then do post your comments. I'm always looking for new projects to try out and Pokemon to use, so yeah, definitely do that. I'm currently working on something at the minute, so it probably will be out like late next week, which should be of some interest to you as well. Especially with all the bigger events and things coming up, it might be quite informative anyway. So keep an eye out for that. I won't let anything slip at the minute. But we've got our next opponent with a team of Tapu Lele, Espeon, Smeagol, Eevee, Crocodile, and Pheromosa. So, are we going to see an Extreme Eevee Extreme Boost or Evo Boost Eevee? I think I need Taunt and Roar here, really. And it's not too bad leading with Arcanine and Muck, to be honest, in this situation. Or I could lead with... Actually, I think I will lead with Aerodactyl, because I've got an idea with what I might do. So I'm going to lead Aerodactyl Muck. I will bring my Arcanine, and I think I will bring... do I want Garchomp or do I want Ninetales here? I think I want Ninetales, and that's what I'm going to bring. I'm going to bring my Ninetales in the back. Because if things get really sticky, at least we can kind of rely on my opponent having to double into the Ninetales, and that's because of the Sash. But that's just one situation. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point where we're getting a bit desperate and searching for outs. I'd imagine my opponent here will probably lead off with the Smeagol and the Eevee. If he's gone for the Extreme Boost. Yeah, so that's what we see. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Taunt into the Smeagol with my Muck. And I'm going to Sky Drop the Eevee. Because the beauty is with Sky Drop, it ignores Follow Me and Rage Powder. So if my opponent does go for that this turn, we will be able to get around it. And I think I'm going to go for a Z Taunt into the Smeagol. And I'm going to Sky Drop the Eevee. Hopefully the Fake Out doesn't come out from the Smeagol. Because if it does, then that kind of does put a little dent in our plan. But we see the Fake Out onto the Muck, so that's fortunate for us. So we get the Sky Drop onto the Eevee. We're going to stop it getting that Z move off this turn. Smeagol does get the Moody boosts. What I think I'll go for here is... I think I might bring in my... should I bring in my Arcanine here? No, I need to get the Taunt off. Yeah, so I'm going to Z-Taunt the Smeagol. And the Eevee probably will get the boost here. But the Smeagol might have Spore as well, so it can just put my Muck to sleep. Aerodactyl goes with a Sky Drop. Smeagol actually does go for the Spore onto the Muck, so it does put me to sleep, which is a bit unfortunate, but... And we will see the Extreme Evil boost from the Eevee. I don't think we've really set this up very well. Yeah, I think we should definitely lead with the Arcanine, and then at least it gives us the option to at least get a taunt off turn 1 onto the Smeagol, and then just roar the Eevee out. In that situation, we'll either get a taunt or a roar off. But now we've got a super powered Eevee on the field, so we're going to have to really look at how we're going to deal with this. My Muck is going to stay asleep this turn. Eevee gets a super power spike. And let's see what Smeagol's moody boost is. So he gets an accuracy boost. Right. I don't think there's any point of me wasting a Z move in this situation. Now I am just going to knock off, as a precaution of waking up, into the Eevee slot with my Muck. Or should I taunt just in case I wake up? Because he's probably going to follow me, isn't he? I'd imagine he probably will follow me. Yeah. So I'm going to just taunt into the Smeagol slot, and I'm going to set up a Tailwind with my Aerodactyl. Because the Eevee boost is passing +2 speed to whatever it's going into, so at least with the Tailwind it means I'm kind of still outspeeding with my Aerodactyl, so it's still allowing me to, as long as I don't get put to sleep, it's going to give me room to kind of maneuver around anyway. So the Eevee baton passes to the Crocodile. Crocodile comes in, and with the massive power spike from the Extreme Evil boost, we get the Tailwind off, and Smeagol goes for a Spore onto the Aerodactyl. Okay. And will my Muck wake up this turn? Muck doesn't wake up this turn. Right, I don't really want to start switching things in here, to be honest. But I am just going to go for a Sky Drop onto the Crocodile. But my Aerodactyl is guaranteed a sleep turn this turn. And I wonder if it's the Crocodile with the power trip, so it's just going to start actually running through the team. This is a problem with the this sort of team, this Eevee team. If you allow it to get set up, it does become... It sometimes gets to the point where there's just too much to kind of deal with. So we're going to see my opponent switch out his Smeagol to the Espeon, and we'll see the Crocodile just go straight for the power trip onto the Aerodactyl. But we are in a Trick Room still. And Power of Alchemy. So we do get the taunt off with the Muck, but unfortunately my opponent playing that really well switches in the Espeon in, I don't know if he foresaw that or not, but we get the taunt back onto ourselves. I am just going to bring in my Ninetales here, because with the Sash we will guarantee that we'll be able to get a Blizzard off, and there's no threat of a Wide Guard here from either opposing Pokemon, and we should do... Oh, we're not going to do massive amounts of damage to the Crocodile, but ideally we'll be doing at least 50%, which would be nice. I think here I'm going to have to just go for a... I don't know. No, I'm going to just go for a knockoff into the Espeon, and I'm going to go for a... Oh, I wonder if actually going for an Aurora Veil might be better. Got the Arcanine. No, I'm just going to go for a Blizzard. I just need to start getting damage onto these Pokemon. So the Espeon actually protects here. We will get a Blizzard off. Might get super fortunate and pick up a freeze on my opponent's Crocodile. It's not even doing 50%. And we're going to activate the weakness policy on the Crocodile, just making it stupidly overpowered. And we see the Earthquake come out from my opponent's Crocodile. This will take my Ninetales down to its Sash. And KO my Mach in the process. And all we've got on the back is the Arcanine to bring in, which is not really doing very much here at all. Oh, we're not in a very good situation at all here. Now the Crocodile could protect here and the Espeon could pick up the KO onto my Ninetales. But I don't really think there's much I can do to kind of get around this. Do I go for the Infinite Overdrive onto the Crocodile, clear it off the field, and then slowly whittle everything else down? Yeah, I think that's what I might have to do. And yeah, double in. Yeah. Hopefully my Arcanine outspeeds the Crocodile. Crocodile actually protects. We will get the Blizzard off. We've got a... I think our only out here is kind of getting the freeze onto the Espeon, to be honest. Which we don't get. We're going to get Infinite Overdrive off, but it's just going to go into the Protect of the Crocodile, so it's not going to do very much damage. So we should have really targeted down the Espeon, kind of expecting that. Because the Espeon here will probably either Dazzling Gleam, if it's got it, just for the spread to get rid of the Ninetales. Yeah, so that does absolutely nothing. Yeah. And that's us down to just the Arcanine. And I think our Tailwind ends here as well. So we'll take the hail damage. Yeah, and the Tailwind's pitted out. So that is the end of that, because Arcanine, no matter how good it is, cannot deal with a ridiculously overpowered EV boosted Crocodile, unfortunately. So yeah, this is definitely a lesson in just setting up a bit better against this team. I think leading at least the Arcanine in the first place, so we've at least got the roll to get rid of that Eevee, to kind of just, even if we're just stopping it from getting the disrupting it from getting it off that first turn or second turn when it got it off. At least then we would have had a bit more room to kind of maneuver around, because the Smeagol, although threatening, it's not doing anything offensively. So once we can kind of, we deal with that. But we just didn't approach that match very well and got punished for it. So good game to my opponent, and nice going with powering up that mad Crocodile. So guys, we'll call it a day there. Sorry for the losses. Hopefully we can kind of start turning things around. So tune in tomorrow and we will try a little bit harder and get some more results in. We might even do another review episode, but as I say, I do have something in the works at the minute. It's probably going to come out next week. We'll try this team, we'll keep pushing with it and see if we can get our heads around how it's operating, things like that, and just see if we can get back on the ladder and start climbing up again. So thanks as always for tuning in and watching, guys. I really appreciate the views. If you've enjoyed the episode, leave a like. If you've got any questions about the episode itself, the team, or any of the content, leave a comment in the section below. And until tomorrow, you take care of yourselves and I will see you later. So until then, guys, bye bye.